Ooh. All right. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? All right, cool. Glad to have y'all here. All right. AJ disappeared. I was going to try to give AJ, let's do it anyway. He's not here, but y'all, we can say we did it. Let's give AJ a hand clap for just getting this all together. He's been working, and this is a really great experience. I know I just took a lot away just from the last presentation, so definitely glad to be here and share with you all as well. We're going to talk about money. Ooh, that conversation. I'm going to come to it from a different perspective, though. We're going to talk about creative ways to bring revenue into the ministry. I know a lot of us that are doing media ministry, we're either bringing in our own equipment, we're trying to find deals on Prime Day, we're trying to figure out these creative ways to pay for the things that we actually need to get the job done, to make things a little easier. I know for myself, I've donated a lot to my organizations, my ministries. I sell stuff at huge discounts just so other people can have access to these different tools. So let me go here. Oops, hold on, wrong slide. Can I get my slides? Get my slides. Oh, you going up? Okay. This is a very important slide right here. No, I was pointing to you because I had a very important slide, and then I realized it was the wrong slide. So I wanted to make sure that I had a very important slide. It took me a couple minutes to go and edit that thing. I have to show this one. I have to edit my slide. Yes. How did you know? There we go. That was the original. We did change that slide. So for anybody that was not here yesterday, let me make sure that I do introduce myself. My name is Monty Weaver, for those of you all that do not know who I am. All right. Does anybody need me to go through this overview? Do I got to explain my credentials, or can we get into it? Are we good to go? We good to go? All right, let's go. All right, here we go. So we'll talk about the money elephant first, get that out the way. Obviously, it's going to be geared to make the financial decisions, but we're going to let them know that we understand. Wait, I hold it up. I'm tapping it too. Oh, yeah. Where is? Now, some of y'all know that Shure Microphone sends me a lot of stuff and they love me, so I'm going to see how we can upgrade some of this equipment in here, because I can hold my hand anywhere on those microphones. We're going to talk about, thank you. How many of y'all know, like, it's good to have people that just help you? Like, it may be a little different for us that understand, like, oh, let me correct it, versus, oh, you know what? Why they keep telling me to do that? It's received a little bit differently when you have people that, oh, they know what they're talking about. Go figure. We're going to talk about the shift from traditional to this new way of giving, and I'm going to go through 4 different ways for you guys to help your ministries generate some more revenue, all right? There's my AI image, because I hadn't had one on any of my presentations yet. So there's my elephant in a room in a traditional setting, church, I believe was the prompt that I used to create that. All right. Now, what's funny about this is I created this and I deleted it from my slide deck before. But when I went back and asked ChatGPT to create me an image again, it created the exact same image again. Pastor just preached. He just taught on Gamma AI over there. And so when you're using these tools, context matters. That was one thing that he said, and I so doubled down on that. Context matters. So it was like, gave me the same thing. So if you see another presentation with the exact same thing, a little red flag should go up a little bit, right? So add context. All right, identifying the current money challenges. Low-income members, not everyone is a 6-figure earner. There are locations where there are not as many jobs. Jobs don't pay as much as they used to, all right? So, like, I'm a very practical person, so I think about these things. Not everyone believes or understands or has even the same definitions of certain terms. Some people might say a tithe is this. Some people say an offering is this. Some say a first fruit is this. This is how often you give a first fruit. Like, we know the words, but people's understanding or their interpretations of these are different. I'm putting that in my mentals as well, you know. Members withhold due to lack of communication. Where is my money going? Or maybe it's going somewhere and I don't like where it's going. I don't want to pay for the building that we're potentially not going to build. People think like this. They might not say it out loud, but I got the mic, so I'll say it for them. Limitations of the traditional giving here. Less members in the physical building than what used to be. Anybody agree with that? All right. I try not to make stuff up. I like to just get people to think a little bit. So that's what these first few slides are here. We're just thinking. Thinking out loud is a term I like to use. There's some people that still do the traditional giving, mail-in donations. We still receive those. Then you have to have someone that actually goes to the bank, deposit that, right? And then I don't know if anyone has been in a ministry where they've had to experience theft and fraud. It's actually, there is money missing. And there's a whole investigation, and the doors are locked, talked about who had access to the finances that Sunday or those Sundays. Online access, security, who has the login information. That stuff is real, right? So for our everyone that's giving and donating, you want to be able to track what you're giving. You want to get your statements at the end of the year. You want those statements to be accurate and right. And so one of the ways that we can more so validate that now is when doing online giving, right? We can actually see how much we're giving. We have it on the user side and on the administrative side. So those things should match, okay? 2020 happens. Anybody tell me what happens in 2020? COVID, all right. Yeah, things changed. Things changed significantly, right? And obviously, the money side of that changed too. I'm supposed to stay in this frame because I don't want to work too hard, but do I have anybody that is a generous giver? Like they actually give outside of church, just, can I borrow like $5? Cash on you. No cash? Who else? My point is, there's not as many people walking around with this anymore. It's a little bit tougher for you to give to the person that doesn't have gas money to get back home today. You would give, but you don't have it with you. It's in the bank account, but it's not. I can't use your bank account. Like, I might not have Cash App or Zelle. Like, I need this, right? It's one of the things. Thank you, sir. If it goes in a pocket, I will forget. If it goes in a pocket, I will forget. Right? So cash, that's one of the things that we're limited on now, physical. So we're going to online giving. Online giving, websites, church website, right? You have your church apps now. You have text to give options. We got the QR codes options. Anybody using any of these actively in the ministry? Just show of hands. Actively. Okay. Then we also have the ability to set up the reoccurring subscription model. Like I was like, ooh, my business had started to come on. I was like, I can just put it in there and twice use reoccurring. Makes it super easy. You don't even have to think about it anymore. Just automatically comes out. We like easy. So then I start to think about what goes on in the church, where the money is going. We have certain things that are just going to be fixed costs. You have your actual building, the staff, technology, hopefully technology. I'm leaning into that, I'm a tech guy. Any outreach efforts, that's where this money is going. You need sustainable income to maintain and grow the ministry. We actually cut the grass outside, need the vacuum to work. we need trash bags. I'm a practical guy. This is how I think. I need certain things just to maintain what I'm doing. And then don't let something break. Like the microphone break, we need a new one. I'm not going to be yelling. I know Monty is not going to be yelling to the back of the pew if the microphone breaks. Community outreach efforts. I'm not going to talk about that. I think I'll talk to some of y'all just individually about that word community. We got to be doing stuff so people actually see us doing the thing that we say that we're doing. And then having emergency funds for any unplanned situations. All right. I want you all to take my presentation away from me. I want you, I guess I'll do a quick mic run out to anybody that's close. Give me ideas or things that you think can help add revenue to your ministry without asking people to give directly or without tithes and offerings. Raise your hand if anybody has any ideas of how I can add some money. Oh, thank you.
Crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding. Any ideas? All right, I'm in the right room then. Y'all take this back to y'all ministry, all right? All right. Yeah, take this back. Take this back. I'm such a free spirit when I do these presentations. Platform direct, all right? I'm gonna throw the caveat in here where you're gonna need an audience size to actually monetize directly from these platforms. YouTube is a great platform, love platform for ministries. I love it for personal use because I'm able to monetize directly. People can send super chats while I'm live. They just send, first super chat I ever received live streaming on YouTube was $50. I was like, where'd that come from? Thank you. That's cool. And then when I go in larger ministries, I'm seeing people $20, $50. It starts to add up. They're not prompted, they just do it. And then the platform itself pays based on viewership. The longer I get you to watch the live streams, the longer I get to watch you the videos, the more the platform says thank you, essentially, and has more people being able to have a place where they can directly give to that ministry. I put that on there for information. A lot of ministries that I talk to do not have the following size to monetize this way, but it's possible. Affiliate partnerships. This isn't just for businesses. Nonprofits can sign up for the Amazon Influencer Program. I'm gonna say it one more time. Nonprofits can sign up for the Amazon Affiliate Program. Has anyone, show of hands, we're gonna be interactive today. Anybody bought a Bible? A book that they read? Anybody buy anything from Amazon? I'm just gauging the room. Practical Monty's just gauging the room. If your ministry is studying a certain book per se, or we're talking through the concordance, the Strong's Concordance, all you have to do, regardless of size of the channel, is put a link in the description. Hey, we're studying this book. It's on Amazon. Every member just clicks the link in the description, buys the book. That's 2% going right back to the ministry. I didn't ask you for tithes. I didn't ask you for offerings. I didn't ask you for donations. I didn't say give to this fund, nothing. We're studying the book anyway. I'm encouraging you to buy the book because you want to better yourself. So if you all buy the book from the same location, we put money right back into the ministry. Make sense? Anything on Amazon. Hey, we're gonna buy this shirt. We're all gonna come in unity on this Sunday. Here's a shirt, sell it on Amazon, buy it from here, okay? Place those links in emails, sending out those email notifications. And some of these can be template based. There's a lot of people that are going to just click. I like link happy clickers. They just click, 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 click. That's monetization. Hey, here's a Bible. Just put it in there every email. Hey, join us on Sunday. Time starts at this time. We're going to be talking about this subject. Here, we've got an outreach event coming up at the bottom. Hey, you need to update your Bible. You need a new Bible. You need a book. You need a reference. You need a planner. Anything that we use that just makes sense and aligns with the ministry, you can put that link in the description or in the emails or in the newsletters, and our ministry gets a little kickback, right? Easy one. We can all do that one, right, I think. Merch. Anybody buy shirts with sayings on it? I know AJ has some, right? We're wearing some. You can create merch. Very easy to do. Canva. Great platform. You can create your own branded notebooks. You can sell this. The last bullet is what I want everyone to see and hear. The ability to sell outside of the local church. Anybody got a favorite scripture that just pops off? Favorite scripture? Anyone? What is it? Philippians 4:13. You'd rock that on a shirt, right? Nice fancy colors, fonts. I'm sure somebody else likes that scripture. Anybody else like that scripture? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, if we all bought the shirt that you designed, we don't all go to the same ministry. Again, I'm not asking anybody to give, donate. You just like the shirt. And you buy the shirt. Guess where that money comes? Right on back. I know there's got to be at least one person in every ministry that has some kind of creative mind that, you know what? There's this thing called AI. Never mind, take that back. You don't have to have anybody in the ministry that has a creative mind. You just put it in the AI and say, hey, create me a design that has this scripture on it and give me an idea. And now I have a design that I can go put in Canva. Oh, I can have AI do that too. Print. Can anybody hit the print button? This Monty thinks practical. Can we hit the print button of something that we created in AI? Now we created these designs, these shirts. There's a lot of people walking around with shirts on that just have their own custom designs and sayings and phrases that they like. My mom literally told me last week, at church, for the entire month, every Sunday, they're supposed to wear a T-shirt with their favorite saying or their favorite concepts, ideas. Like, that's what they're wearing every Sunday. Monty, can you go find me one? I gotta buy it. Somebody made it. Somebody's gonna make money from it. I gotta go find it. There's one that says Grace and Mercy. It's spelled Greyce and Merci. The guy that created it was in Chicago. I just saw a news article on it like a couple weeks prior to it. I'm like, let me go find a shirt. Small business owner went and bought it. Nice looking shirt. Take that one back to ministries, y'all. I'm telling you, the ability to share outside of the church. Create some designs, put it on a T-shirt, sell it outside. Digital products. If I had my pastors in here, they'd be like, turn your sermons into digital products. But we're not going to resell to the church. All right, we already know we're going to get looks like, no, it should be free. Yo, why are you selling your sermons? That was years ago. Everything's free now. Hang with me. Anybody heard of a platform called Udemy? I'll have so much fun up here. This stuff seems so easy to me. I'm just like, where is anybody going to implement this? There's a platform called Udemy. It's people go out here to get free training on just about everything. I found this class, Evangelism 101, How to Preach the Gospel and Win Souls. Can anyone in this room come up here and preach that or teach that? Anyone? Show of hands. I'm just looking practical. Okay, one, two. All right, I got a few people that can just, no notes, you can just come up here and deliver that. $11.99, and there are 556 students in that class. I'm in the wrong business. I'm not telling the church to do anything. I put it on a free public platform, and there were 500 and some people that went out there and bought it. Light bulbs. Anybody getting light bulbs off of this? I don't need a whole hour. I promise you. The information right here is good enough for me. And there's other platforms. Udemy is not the only platform out there. This is anybody. You can go out there and find anything you want to learn on Udemy. $11.99, 500 students. All right. I need your mic runner. I've got to make sure it hits. What class could you teach? What class? 15-minute class. What 15-minute class could you teach? 15-minute class. Just I want people just to hear other ideas that are out there so other ministries can benefit.
I could teach a 15-minute class on genealogy.
Genealogy, I like that. I'd like to know a little bit more about my background, how to find out that information. Come on, what can y'all teach? 15 minutes.
I'd say 15 minutes on stress relief.
Stress? You were in Brandon where we had that one up there, talk about disappointment. How to relieve stress?
The difference between spontaneous and prophetic worship.
$11.99. $11.99. You can learn it.
I'm gonna need a loan from somebody.
It ain't gonna be cash.
Okay, probably like a beginner's course in design, graphic design, or web development, something like that.
Man, I feel like I'm about to preach. When we talk about I don't have the money to give 15 minutes to teach something and sell it. Do it for the ministry. When you said beginners, everybody's trying to learn. This process of learning, beginner level training is the easiest training you could do. That's where people start. That's where you have mass audiences. You're going to have the majority of your people trying to learn the basics, right? When y'all start to figure out live streaming, what is it? How do I get started? And then as you learn more, then you start to focus okay, I need video switchers. Let me learn video switchers. Let me learn microphones. Let me learn, how to actually connect everything. Teach what you know. Come on. Like I told you, y'all are supposed to steal this content from me. I'm not going to tell y'all anything that y'all do not already know. That's my goal. All right. Questions. We good? All right. I see some smiling faces. All right. Another way, workshops. Offer trainings that would interest the community. Keyword in that one again, community. I keep harping on this community if y'all haven't been around me for the last 24 hours. In person and online, all right? One of the things our church did was Spanish classes. We had a lady in there, proficient in Spanish. Cool. I said, why don't we offer English classes? Sometimes I want to expound on these points. When I hear, I think y'all got it. I'm that's all I need. Fitness classes, self-defense classes, youth programs. Science. Come on. And then we could throw that on Udemy, the recorded version on Udemy after we've done the in-person. This is not rocket science. Event hosting. What you laughing at? What you laughing at? Come on, talk to me.
I'm in Michigan right now, and I've been having this desire to teach basic film classes. Just putting it together. I got a 6-week program. I already got it listed out, but I am going to record it down, and I'm gonna put it on Unity after it's over with, so it can just repeat, and then I'll just donate it to the church. That's you just hit a. That's why I was like, it's right.
Light bulb moments.
12.99.
I am not here to teach anything new. Conferences, like we're doing right now. There's a lot of wasted space in these buildings sometimes. I don't know if I should say this one out loud, but I'm recording. So what I had heard about a place I used to visit, AC went out. $40,000 for the replacement of the AC unit. The AC unit is for the gymnasium that also has classrooms around the outside of it, and those classrooms are used for school because they have a school at the ministry. AC goes out. Well, the church or the gymnasium has been there at least 15 years. The gymnasium should have been able to pay for itself. One of those ways could have been conferences. Anybody that played ball or wish they still could play ball, I'd pay $5 to go up in the gym in the summertime. We don't want to do that. Okay. All right. We talk about bringing people to the ministry. I know a lot of people that like the ball. They'll come and they'll show up on a Sunday afternoon. But now you got a $40,000 bill. Now you got to ask, we'll need you up that giving on Sunday. But you like basketball. I would have gave if you opened up the gym and gave you the $5 years ago. Almost every single week. I need exercise. Business networking events. I've gone to a bunch of those. Had to pay. The restaurant people, go up in there, $10. They're getting their money. Not for food. Not for food. It's just to have a place to meet. Kids, camps, big in the summertime. Collaborations. One of the things about being on this YouTube side is I start to see things a little differently, a different perspective, a different lens. Being able to work with a lot of companies that say, hey, we're trying to create products for your space. Specifically, I do some ministry content, some just geared toward content creators, people trying to make videos, right? So they'll say, hey, we want to send you equipment or we want to give discounts to your audience. I see you. When I saw that, I was like, Now, I don't know how it's going to work yet because I still see things kind of lining up. But if I could just say and go back to those times where you had those little cards, the ministries would give you little cards and say, hey, go to your favorite restaurant, you can save 10% off after service. Anybody remember those days, right? I see that coming back in a digital form. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Well, what if I ran a little ticker at the bottom that says, hey, join us after service, save 10% off at this restaurant. Restaurant benefits, they get some exposure. You got to eat, you hungry, they right down the street, you're going to save 10% if you got a family. Some type of collaboration with the local businesses again, right? Offsets costs of regular expensive. I kind of mentioned that earlier. The amount of gear that I've provided to my church, I don't even know the cost of all of that equipment that they have not had to spend. They could reallocate that to other areas of the ministry. I literally am like done my slides. Here are a couple of tools, just a few. First one is referencing the online giving, if anybody needs that. Walmart also has an affiliate program too, so we got all the talks about Target and everything. I don't care where you buy your stuff at. I need the link, and I need to tie it back into my church's ministry. Fourth Wall. That is the apparel website. So make sure y'all tell AJ, go to Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall is completely free. Now I'm really going to make sure y'all have no excuses, all right? I might check up on y'all. Fourth Wall is a website that you can go to and upload your designs. It's built for content creators, but I believe we are all creators. If you come up with an idea, you created it, right? Put that in Fourth Wall, and you can build up your inventory. Shirts, I don't think they do pants. I think they do hats, bags, yeah, all kinds of stuff. It costs you nothing to hold inventory because you don't hold inventory. It's print on demand. So if you build a Fourth Wall store and put 20 designs in there and don't sell a thing for the whole year, it costs you nothing. So you're not paying hosting fees. Thank you. Wow. I'm loving this. So if I build a site and create all these designs for our church and upload it on Fourth Wall, it's always there. Every Sunday, I'm putting that link in the description. Hey, you want to buy our merch specific to our ministry or just designs in general that aren't ministry specific? It don't cost anything. Is this difficult? It's just lack of knowledge. But the people that need to be listened to aren't in the room, and that's a different conversation. Fourthwall.com, all right? Go there. Create something today. You can create something today by the end of the day and sell it. Oh, you got a whole shop. I didn't create a business for people. And we already talked about Canva yesterday. That's just, another platform that you can use as well. I don't think I have anything else on here. Let's go around the room real quick. Out of what I've talked about, those are just four. Those are what I would say the more easier to accomplish quickly. Four. Show of hands, raise hands. Out of those, what could you take back to your ministry and start in 30 days? Pastor, they could have saved me 20 minutes in trying to, well, it was 20 minutes right now, a couple hours in the presentation. I could have just put Fourth Wall on there, just had the conversation on Fourth Wall. All right, I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm.
Now, we've done workshops, but just now in my mind, I'm thinking different ministry workshops versus just the regular ones.
Anybody else?
Also like the Udemy. Udemy, that's what it is. And that's udemy.com?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Yeah,
love
and there's a
that,
lot.
too.
Do in Google, if you ever want to find other related companies or things, just do verses. So Udemy verse, and it's going to auto-populate other companies. So you'll find other websites, and so you could put one on one website, put another one on another website, sell it on another website, sell it on another website. What was that? UDEMY. $11.99. Anybody else? What can you do in 30 days? What can you take back and do in 30 days? Anybody else? Look, this is when everybody's on their phone. They on fourth wall. Now I know what the pastors feel. Everybody on fourth wall. Okay, I get it.
I'm actually looking right now at the Amazon Associates program.
Yep, nonprofits. Yep, look at the nonprofit version of the Amazon Associates program.
You might be able to go to Udemy and find out how you can get that $5 chat GPT.
This is what I had, my coach taught me this. He said, you have to put yourselves in other positions. Who was I talking to? We were just talking earlier out there. Yeah, you sitting over there. Put the jacket on. We were talking about perspectives, and it's one thing to see it from your lens all the time. And I was given the example of sitting. I was in ministry, and we were doing the just normal service. And there was an older lady, and she was talking about the projector screen. She said she couldn't see the words on it. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I got to demo this, because I'm a visual learner, so I got to demo. So I'm in the back of the ministry, and I'm looking at the projector screen. I'm like, the words look fine to me. And so, like, for 2 Sundays, I'm trying to figure out, why can't she see the words? Now, she's older, but I'm like, no, that's not it. So I went and I sat right behind her one Sunday, and when I sat down, I looked, and I was like, oh, the light is going right down the middle of the screen where she sits. No wonder she can't see it. So when you put yourself in different perspectives, you can see these other blind spots. And I feel like once you see that, hey, there's something else over here, but I'll never see it standing in this position. I have to go and get in somebody else's shoes. So if I go and get in the shoes of someone that's looking, they're not going to church, have no interest in church, but they were like, this prayer thing, it might work. I might go through a different route to try to find the information. I'm not going to the church. I don't want to go to church. But I'll go on YouTube and what does prayer mean? How do I pray? So it's being in these other avenues that aren't the traditional setting. All right? Makes sense? Questions? Now is the time. Y'all have me. I got extra time. I'm 15, 20 minutes. Questions? Anything, even if it's not related to this presentations. We good? All right, okay.
I see in your list, Tithe, what is it, Tithely,
Tidely. Mm-hmm.
Givelify, and one other one. How do you all feel about Cash App giving? I've heard good and bad for Cash App for churches.
Yeah, I don't do Cash App. I hadn't followed. If you know more on it, definitely chime in, because I haven't followed it since it was before they had a business platform. Everything was personal.
Yeah, so Cash App, I see a lot of churches moving from Cash App because a couple months ago they had an issue where it was when somebody would donate, it would double their donation. So, I'm like, so churches are moving away from that. They're moving to, we're doing Givelify. I have seen Tithely as well, and Givelify is a better platform to me because you can see all the ministries out there, and then you're not trying to say, what is your Cash App name? $, dollar bill. It's crazy. It's more for the personal, and it's a kids thing. The kids use it. So for a business platform, I believe Givelify is one of
That
the
tracking element too, because if you send the ministry, like you don't have the records that you really need at the end of the year.
We use Givelify now, but as you had mentioned earlier, a lot of the youth or young adults don't carry cash, and a lot of other people don't either, and they say cash out. But I've been hearing a lot of things negatively concerning cash out for churches.
Also, Zelle is a good one. Zelle, or however you want to pronounce it. I know a lot of people use Zelle as well.
So one of the good things I understand about Givelify is the fact that it tracks everything, and you have a printout at the end of the year where you go to Cash App. Whoever's handling your finances has to figure all that out, and it doesn't always. It may be short, it may be too much. The other thing about Cash App is when there's a security issue or if somebody gets flagged that hits your account, now all of a sudden your account gets shut down. You got to go through all this to try and get that stuff back. They also charge for expediting your cash out, and it's a hit on the church versus, so knowing ahead of time that this is what the process is, this is what it's going to cost, kind of helps you judge the budget in which you're going to be utilizing the platform.
One other thing about Givelify, for those who are givers, you cannot, and I think I saw this, you just can't send that to the IRS as proof of your giving. You have to get something from your church. I did see that, so.
Anyone else? Questions, thoughts, concerns, pushbacks, fourth wall questions?
What's your shop code?
What was wild, I was going to do this talk in a YouTube video, but when AJ said that there were some gaps that needed filling, I was like, well, I already have something to talk about off the cuff. I said, all right, speak now. It's lunchtime. I got podcasts to record, so I'm going to be busy the afternoon.
How do you feel about like the crowdfunding type platforms? Like GoFundMe.
I have used them for things I am really interested in. So we'll have to talk through an idea. Like one of the things I like is the gimbals that follow me. So if I want to move, it's this contraption that you put on your tripod and it's programmed to your phone, and then you turn AI tracking on and it'll just follow, just roll around and just follow you. It's like $200. I will crowdfund that because I think the cost is lower than what it should be when it hits production, and I could really use that. So I crowdfunded into that. So I think the narrative around the word might need to be adjusted for the ministry because they got to see an output. What I wanted to highlight more so are ways that I don't have to have you think outside of your normal day-to-day operations of thinking. So the ways that here are more so, I like your ideas, so stay with me on this. The ways here are more so when I tell the visitor or the stranger or the skeptic, they might not even have an idea that the link in the description gives money back to the church. I've literally had people on the YouTube channel say, I'm not going to buy it because I don't like Amazon. Okay. I don't know how everybody thinks, but that's their reason of not purchasing that way. I give them the same thing through a different avenue and they'll go buy it. So I think that's one of the challenges that might come up with crowdfunding, is because there was all kinds of like scams with the other ways of giving and stuff like that. So caution with it.
Okay.
And on the crowdfund, how many people watch The Chosen? Anybody watch that? They get their revenue from crowdfunding.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So that's one other way it can be used for the good. So they are all the people that watch it are the ones
Super
that are
fans.
funded. Yep, I love
Super
it.
fans.
I ain't sent no money, but I love it.
Thank you, sir. Just wanted to hear a little bit about Zephy. I had never heard of them before. If anyone had experience and how that went.
I have not had any personal experience with it before. I heard it was a really good platform. I've seen some demonstrations of it. Interface is really clean, but I haven't had personal experience with it. Zephy users? Any Zephy users? YouTube.
So when are these going to be available after the training session?
The slides?
All the teaching, all the videos?
I saw AJ
The
walk
rerun.
through here.
Okay. That's an AJ question? Okay. All right. I didn't know how soon, like they're going to be available this evening, later this evening, tomorrow?
Okay.
Yes, if you've logged in, I remember last year they were available immediately after the live stream. But I heard somebody say Udemy $11.99.
So there's a section under your login that actually says replays, and you'll be able to see them from there.
All right. Anybody else? Questions? Oh, no. Nah, he was just. All right. I'm going to be recording some podcasts during lunchtime. I might have to show you exactly where it is because it's a little cut-through room. It's going to be conversations about what you want to conversate about. So part of it is making sure that we get more exposure to what we have going on here so that we can pack this thing out next year for the people that really need to be here. So 20, 30 minutes, but it's podcast style. So anybody that just want to have conversations, viewpoints, anything like that, feel free to just come join me. I'm going to do those during the lunchtime hours. Anybody? Anything else? All right, now he can hear the hand clap. Let's give the hand clap to AJ this time. we just want to say thank you, AJ. Appreciate all your hard work, efforts. Everybody's getting a lot of valuable information out of all the sessions, particularly this one. So, fourthwall.com, AJ. That's a site for you to check out as well. I'm finished. I'm complete. Thank y'all.